Let's fucking go, bro.
Awesome. So this was a really hyped first episode. Basically, it was so hyped. They gave us an hour-long special for episode 1. And I actually saw this about a month ago in theaters. And I'm just going to say, on the big screen, it was a little better than it was on my little TV. You know, my little 75-inch TV.
Right. Little
But
75-inch TV. Okay.
Nice flexing on us already.
Right. Just a little
I'm
humble
just
flex.
going to say there's
Bro.
some scenes with the Love Hashira, and they looked better on the big screen. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm surprised you don't have
Okay,
your
fair.
Naruto headband on right now.
But get into it. Tanjiro awakens from their coma after fighting the upper 6 demons, Dake and Gutaro. However, Tanjiro's sword is not finished, so he heads off to the Swordsmith village, and arrives to find some of his dear old homies. We'll get into one of them very specifically very soon because we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
While this is happening, the upper demons meet with Muzan, the big baddie, to discuss their plans going forward. So this episode opens up with all the upper demons getting basically pulled back to the Infinity Castle. And this is like some of the most stunning animation I've ever seen.
Sheesh. Oh my God. Is it, bro? Like, what?
Like the
It was
first
crazy.
scene is Akaza essentially just jumping off a ledge into this Infinity Castle. So if you guys haven't seen it, basically it's just like billions of
infinite castle,
buildings
yeah.
just moving around, always shifting, always changing. And the man is just skydiving right down to the bottom. I mean, he's
And everything's like
upper
shifting
three.
around him, letting him through. Bro, that whole scene inside of the Infinity Castle had no business going that hard, bro.
They had to
I was
start it off with
going
a
nuts.
bang.
I was like, yo, the animation. I mean, that's part of what we love about this fucking show. And they showed the fuck up. It had no business. No right to show out like that.
But basically, so when he hits the bottom, little Bijou lady summons all the demons to the central area, waiting for Muzan. And we get some interactions between some of the upper demons, which is super fun, in my opinion. Doma is a hilarious motherfucker. Like, Akaza just hates him. And Lily just punches his head off, I think, 2 or 3 times throughout like the first 10 minutes of the show.
Right.
I love seeing that dynamic.
It was
100%.
hilarious. And then like Doma's not reacting to it at all.
No.
Like he's not even giving him the satisfaction. Be like, yo, why the fuck did you do that? He's like, oh, everything's fine. We're just getting closer together. And Yakuza fucking hates him, so it makes him even madder. It's fucking hilarious.
But so we get introduced to some of the other upper rank demons. And it's really cool to see because the designs are crazy unique for all of them. Like one of my personal favorites that was there was like Gyoko, who is basically this like white demon that lives in a pot. But his design was super cool. Like I don't want to get into like I can't explain it. You got
a body to start.
He came out of the pot.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has a body, but he came out. It's like a genie. It's like some genie shit.
Yeah, it's like a
you're right.
genie. Like definitely check it out. Like it's podcasts make it hard to talk about character designs besides saying, oh, that shit went fucking hard, you know?
True. But it was super creative though, right? Like he had, it was disgusting. It was disgusting, but it was really cool at the same time. He had his mouths plural, or where his eye should be, and he had an eye on his forehead and an eye where his mouth should be, and like little arms coming off the side of his head. Very unique. I don't know how you think of something like that, but then again, I am not an animator, so there's that.
I mean, look at most of the demons that we just seen. Like, they're weird, bro.
Definitely.
You know?
And then we also met Hatengu, which is upper demon number 4. If you guys don't recall, number 6 is out of the picture. You know, they took him down last season. So number 4 is like a scaredy cat demon with horns, and he has like a giant bulb on his head. If you've ever seen like a flower horned fish, which is really popular in Asian culture, he's got this giant bulb on his head, and it looks just like that.
Oh, I didn't know that was where that was from. Cool.
I don't know if that's where it came from, but it looks like that.
I mean,
you know,
it probably did. Then that's not what I would assume. But go ahead.
And then we'd already met Akaza and we'd already met Domo in the last season, but we got to Kokushibo, who is upper rank number 1, and he has such a fucking hard design. Like, it's insane. He looks like an ex-demon slayer. He has a sword. He has hair similar to Tanjiro or the original user of sun breathing. And like, but he has 6 eyes?
Six.
Six eyes. Yeah, he has 6 eyes, and it's just a crazy design. And just seeing his design really makes you think like, oh, is this a demon slayer who turned demon? And I'm really excited for them to get into his backstory and kind of learn that. I'm already have a little spoiled for me, so I'm not going to go into it. But like,
Yeah,
fuck Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter.
I mean that's how it goes, man. If you just scroll, you can't even scroll in peace nowadays.
But like, his design is super hard, and the man is terrifying. There's a scene the second time that Akaza like knocks off Doma's head. Kokushibo just rolls up, and he's like, "Don't disrespect the fucking pecking order, dude."
Hey, chill the fuck out, bitch.
It just terrifies him. Like, it goes to a scene where it's just Akaza like scared, speechless on his face, with Kokushibo's eyes behind him, and it was super well animated.
Bro, did anybody else like skin crawl when they saw that for the first time?
I wasn't
had a
expecting that.
Yeah, you even said his name, and my skin started crawling. Like I got a shudder up my spine. I fucking hate his. It's honestly wonderful because he should be fucking creepy, right? Upper demon rank 1. So they nailed it, but it just creeps me out so much, man.
Didn't Muzan say something like he ranks them in order of how much humanity they have left? Is that what he said? Kinda.
I don't remember that.
Maybe, I don't remember either. I'd have to go back. I'm gonna go back and watch this again, but like, because I have to. It was really good. But yeah, I'll pay more attention the second time, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he would have been like less creepy if he had like maybe just 4 eyes instead of 6. But that's just me. But either way, it was pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was. It's and like the only reason I agree with like the full 6 is like he should be as creepy as possible, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you need 6 eyes for? That's all. That seems a lot of interference. Bro probably has great depth perception though.
100%, dude. Like Spider-Man.
Okay, Dan. Okay. So we going back to like how Tanjiro wakes up from his coma, and everybody's around him, and then he figures out he doesn't have a sword. I don't think anything too important to the plot happened as he was waking up, right? But then we learn there's actually a swordsmith village. Naturally we saw that one coming. But did you guys find it interesting on how hidden the swordsmith village is and how he got there? Like, any comments on that, guys?
It makes sense. Like, I mean, that village is critical to the Demon Slayer core, like, operation, but the way they went about it was really funny, in my opinion.
I did enjoy it. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know how, like, they kept on swapping out the people or whatever, but still, even when you're swapping out people, you're still gonna know the like general area that this place is in. So I don't see how they've kept it a secret for so long, especially since it's not moving. So,
right.
I don't know.
I feel like there was it was like 9 people or something carried him there. And I mean, Tanjiro had his nose plugged, he was blindfolded, and he had earplugs in. Like, he didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And I think the same person runs that exact same route. So I guess 9, the last person knows how to get to the end, but they know nothing before that, and if you put them in a different situation, they'd have no fucking clue to get there.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because I was wondering, I was like, okay, there's 9 people. One of them knows, but they probably have that person very well guarded. Just in case, just in case he does have a great sense of direction. But I thought that was really cool. I thought it was interesting. And then he kind of gets there, and it's everybody with their, I don't know what you call those types of masks with the long pointy nose. And he ends up
the Usopp
meeting
mask.
We're gonna call him Usopp mask. We're quoting that. Yes.
Soga King.
yes. So he goes there and he meets Techen, the leader of the Swordsmith village, and he's like, yeah. Our guy Hataru has kind of been a piece of shit. He's not making good swords. So Tanjiro this whole time thought it was his fault that he was damaging his swords, and Techen and the rest of the Swordsmith village doesn't actually have a very high opinion of Hataru. Which, did anybody see that coming?
I mean, not really. I thought that, if he's making swords for the demon slayers, that he was a pretty high caliber, swordsmith. You know,
You would think.
so I
I don't
mean,
necessarily think it was that he was making bad swords. I just think he wasn't making swords that could keep up to our boy Chanjiro, you know?
Okay.
think so. Okay.
And the leader wasn't blaming Tanjiro for it. It's like, bro wasn't making you a good enough sword, dog. Like, he ran away hiding because we're beating the shit out of him or something, you know?
Oh, got you. Well, Hataru has hopefully he steps up his fucking game. Because that's been a problem throughout the entire show. And we just thought it was Tanjiro's fault this whole time. And so did he. So hopefully he can they can get him in line and help him figure out what the fuck he's doing. Get his craftsmanship together.
I mean, even like Hotaru, he always blamed Tanjiro. So he always said that he didn't know how to use it correctly in order to keep it from breaking. So it's interesting seeing this aspect from other swordsmiths and the leader, So
How much did you like that the leader was just this tiny old man?
He's got very nimble fingers. Great craftsman.
I just loved how they're like, I'm the leader and I'm also the smallest.
Whoa.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, just concentrated greatness right there. That's all it is.
So I guess after Tanjiro gets to the village and meets with the head honcho, the chief, one of the people who's kind of leading him around says, "Oh, like the hot springs here are great. You got to go take a dip." And that's where we're introduced to one of the two Hashira that is going to be a main focus of this season. And it's your girl, Mitsuri, who is the love Hashira. And we get a very gratuitous scene of her in the hot springs. And
Jesus Christ.
this is like the most hyped up part of the show on the internet. It was just
It really was. It's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. But we see a lot of her, I'll put it that way.
Almost all of her. Yeah.
And boy Tanjiro over here, he just he stole it from us, bro. He stole it from us.
Yeah, she's like running down the stairs. And he's like, "You need to stop. Your breasts are going to fall out." And she's just swinging them around. And it's like, it just ruined so many like 15-year-old boys' dreams right there, dude. Fuck off.
29-year-old boy's dream. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God. But I actually ended up really liking Mitsuri. Very nice lady. You know what I'm saying? Very nice lady.
She has the best reason for joining the Demon Slayer Corps there is, she's like, I'm super strong and I got to find a band stronger than me. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to find love.
Yes. She said, I want to be protected. She want to be taken care of. And I respect that. So let me become one of the most hardcore people in the land. Fuck it.
I love it.
Yeah, but I really want to touch on this, guys, and I've been trying to hold it off for this entire time. So we go back to Kaguya. They're talking about how upper rank 6 was defeated, which is causing a big stir throughout the Demon Slayer world. And he called Muzan the sole blemish on his family. Did anybody else know they were related, bruh?
I'm pretty sure they said something at the Hashira meeting when Tanjiro and Nezuko were kind of being put to trial. I'm like 90% sure we learned in that episode.
What? Okay, bet. I forgot. Wow.
I mean,
I knew
didn't
that,
know,
so I don't know where.
Thank you,
I don't remember
Tyler.
where I learned it, but I knew
He's
that.
lying. We're just gonna say he's lying. How about that?
Me personally, I was like, are they really family, or did he just mean like that his Muzan's actions are like
a blemish on his family? Because he said his family name, but I didn't know.
Maybe I thought maybe he was like thinking of it like he's tainted our name because we can't stop him type of deal.
Well, the Demon Slayer Corps was created because of Muzan, so that had to happen first. They had to have the blemish before they made the Demon Slayer Corps,
Yeah, I mean, there's a part like Dan said, it could have been mentioned back then, but I don't recall. It's been so long ago, and I don't really know. So it'll be news to me if they are actually like family somehow. So we'll have to
That'd be
look into
fucking
that.
interesting though. Would really enjoy that. But yeah, Kaguya was saying like, the tide's turning. I think we can, I think we got some motion now. I think we're gonna definitely take him down this generation. So that hopefully that's some good foreshadowing. But yeah, and then Muzan was also talking about, he was looking down on his upper ranks, saying that they hadn't found one Kaguya where where he lives, and then they were looking for the blue spider lily.
Yeah.
I
And
don't. This
do
is the
we know
first time
what
that was
it
mentioned, right?
is? And I don't think so. I think he's mentioned it before, but I'm not sure what he wants it for. So
So it's kind of interesting. So red spider lilies are the classic anime flower you always see, and you're like, oh shit, somebody's about to die. It's like
Hmm.
it's the symbol of that. But these ones are blue, so maybe it's like the symbol of life, or somehow maybe it's like related to Muzan's like long life. Because I mean, the man's always cooking
Ooh,
up shit in the kitchen. He's always
he is. He
he's
is
always cooking it
water
up,
whipping. Yeah.
little medicine, or something. So maybe it's involved in that, and maybe that's like what Muzan needs to become the ultimate being, or something like that. I don't know.
hmm. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, if any of y'all that's listening right now, if y'all know anything like we don't that we might have missed in like past episodes about the blue spider lily and Muzan, like let us know. We're interested.
But
I
if you
don't.
read the
I
manga and and you spoil it, we'll forever hate
Yeah.
you.
No spoilers. No
We will.
spoilers.
No, no joke.
Banned
We're
from
just
the
trying to
Discord.
see if we're like,
Insta ban.
missing something. Maybe we forgot some details. I'm pretty sure it's been mentioned before. I just don't know to what extent. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot in this episode because it was an hour. I mean, we were reintroduced to Genya, who is the other demon slayer, the boy covered in all the scars. And
Oh
there's
yeah.
a really funny scene where Tanjiro basically rips off his clothes and hops in a hot spring, because he thought they could bond over their nudeness, which I thought was hilarious. And you
Tanjiro is such a sweet guy.
you
So
just
yeah.
get little Nezuko swimming around like a freaking fish.
Yes. And there were some really good scenes with Mitsuri and Nezuko. I was loving their little relationship they had going. There
And
was a
we
lot of
see,
really fun interactions in this hour long piece
I mean,
here.
there's Demon Slayer when it's not like constant like crazy fight scenes. There's always a lot of good humor in it.
Very true. Very
And there
true.
was another scene where we were reintroduced to Miss Hashira, and he was standing with a mysterious, very similar looking to Tanjiro figure in the back. And I wanted to get into it earlier because kind of skipped over it. Before Tanjiro wakes up from his coma, he's actually having a dream, but it looks like it's like in the past, and it's like his father with baby Tanjiro, and his mother's lying in the back, and he's talking to this swordsman. And I can't remember if we got the name or not, but he's got the earrings on. He's got the same hair. He's got the scars look like flames.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that's the guy who taught Tanjiro's dad the fire dance, the sun dance. Sorry.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Tanjiro's dad called him uh
Well,
Sumiyoshi. Right?
Sumiyoshi.
actually,
Okay.
it was the opposite way around. Sumiyoshi was the uh Tanjiro's relative's name.
Okay.
It was the guy talking that said Sumiyoshi.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So I think it'll be really interesting to see where that goes. I'm really excited to kind of see where this whole show goes. I mean, the
I feel
season's
like that
gonna
was
be awesome.
actually a very important plot piece. I'm glad you brought that up.
And so, like, if the dude's name is Sumiyoshi, I'm pretty sure wasn't Tanjiro's father? Wasn't it something like didn't his name start with like a T or something like that?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't Sumiyoshi, so that means that the Sumiyoshi character who is related to Tanjiro is like further down the line. So this dude that we're seeing now is has to be pretty old, right? But he kind of looks similar to the dude we seen the Miss Hashira, like in the presence of the Miss Hashira. Didn't y'all think so too?
I thought they looked similar. They had similar hair. But yeah, Tanjiro's father's name is Tanjiro. So
Ah,
Okay.
so it is a distant relative. It's not his
Sumiyoshi
father.
is.
It's a
I think
distant
so.
relative.
I don't know what's going on.
Distant relative of the Kamado family.
Yeah, to my knowledge, they never did say the name of the dude that with the earrings, the sun user that Dan's talking about. But Sumiyoshi is somehow related to Tanjiro somehow.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
because the distant ancestors, what the
Yeah.
old Demon Slayer wiki says. So we're on the right track here, folks.
But it's
Okay.
crazy though, because if this dude that they seen in a dream is the same dude that is talking to the Miss Hashira, this dude should be old as hell, bro.
True.
Right?
I
You
got
know?
some theories, but I'm gonna keep them to myself for right now. We're gonna save them for
Amen.
later.
Hey.
Yeah,
Let us
we're gonna have to do
know.
a whole Demon Slayer episode, man. When we get to the end of the season, I feel like
They're weaving the web right now. I'm enjoying it. It was a great way to get introduced to the season. The animation was fucking great. Did the studio say that they were gonna step up the animation from this level,
Yeah.
or they were just saying from last season?
from last season. So
Yeah.
they've already
Okay, so
stepped it up, man.
yes. I was like, where do you go from fucking here, right?
I'm
It
excited to
was
see
nuts,
like
man.
fights though. Like see how the
Yes.
fights are different, you know? See if they're
Yes,
better.
that's when it's gonna get fucking nuts. But the Infinity Castle,
Yeah.
whoa, absolutely whoa.